You know, I was gonna make a joke, but it was not funny. I'm sorry, guys. I was this close. I was this close. I do have some self-control. I heard you say that one, man. I turned up the volume this time, Mr. Mutter. Talking under your breath, man, like you ain't gonna say it with your chest.
What?
What?
If I do that to my mom all the time, she'll be asking me something. What?
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I actually do have like hearing issues. Like, I really do have a hard time hearing, and sometimes it is kind of comical to sit there and say what, and then get that confused look on somebody's face, and then they sit there and repeat what they said. It's kind of fun. But literally, that's like my version of crying wolf. Guys, I know I keep doing this, and I do apologize. I appreciate everyone who's hanging out with me. When I stream, when I have my kiddo, I get so paranoid, man, that he's like, I don't know, awake and like yelling for me. Like I said, guys, I have a hard time hearing. I got both headphones in. It's the only way I can hear Jeff. So I just want to peek my head in and just make sure he's good real quick before we start the third game. But yeah, there we go. What's up, KK? I appreciate the heart reaction, Queen. So I have a question. How come FSU and UVA didn't change their names, or the Chiefs? I would imagine because it's not derogatory in any way. I mean, Redskins was kind of derogatory. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm actually a card-holding citizen of the Cherokee Indian Nation, which by no means makes me an expert. But all the Native Americans that I know, that I have dealings with as a result of that, none of them really thought that Redskin was specifically derogatory. Like, that'd be like calling me white skin or calling somebody black skin. It's like, it's kind of more of a really messed up way of making an observation, but it's not something that they viewed as derogatory. There were definitely worse things that you could call a Native American, but still, a chief is, there's nothing derogatory about that. In fact, if anything, it is a position of honor within the tribe. So, I think that's the main reason why that one didn't get changed. The Seminoles is a specific Native American tribe, which is Florida State University, and they actually get a pretty decent, I don't know if it's a percentage or if it's just an outright donation, but they make a lot of money off of allowing FSU to use their name, as of the tribe. And then I'm not sure about UVA and like what their name is, so I'm not going to speak to that. Oh, let me adjust my record here really quickly. Hold on.
Are you talking about Virginia?
I think he said UVA, if I remember. Yeah, UVA. I was imagine that's the University of Virginia.
They're the Cavaliers.
They are the Cavaliers, so I'm not sure what that one is then. Maybe you're thinking of a different team? Not you, Jeff, but this gentleman I'm talking to.
No.
Alright, guys, I'm sorry. Give me one quick second. I just want to peek my head in on my kiddo, make sure he's good. I'll be right back, man, for this third game. Man, it's actually coming down to the wire, bro. Look at this. I'm actually kind of excited for this next game. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the Red Kingdom. Yeah. Red Kingdom.
All right, guys, my bad, I'm back. So I'm gonna address what Johnny said here just really quickly, because I actually I disagree. Now I'm saying this from the context that you have a right to your own opinion, but I'm just gonna say, me personally, I disagree, because women in this day and age, man, are fully capable, man, of doing anything and everything a man can, with limited physiological exceptions. Now, yes, women do need men to procreate, just like men need women to procreate. But let's be completely honest here. Outside of maybe some physical feats, women can do just about anything a man can. Now, that is the world that we live in. Now, 100 years ago, actually, believe it or not, here in Kansas City, just as an example, it was illegal for women to wear pants, technically, until like the 1970s. So, me personally, I'm not gonna sit here and act like men and women are exactly equal in everything. But do I feel like if I had a job application, would I look at a male versus a female? No, I'm gonna look at whoever the best candidate is, which is really where that whole conversation started originally. But yeah, I'm just saying that. Yeah, now we good. All right, cool. I'm glad you guys can hear all that. It would have sucked if we would have had to redo this whole conversation. But I will say, Johnny, man, that's just not quite right. That's unfortunately not in this day and age, man. 100 years ago, maybe. Nowadays, not so much, bro. Michael, what's good, my man? I appreciate you for stepping in, man. What's good? Not without child support, and if they can't get child support, then they run to a man first. Once again, man, I don't know the quality of women that you're surrounding yourself with, my G, but if it's all women who would want to do that to you, I would kind of broaden your circle a little bit, man. Man, we both need each other. Fags, dude. I'm serious. Like, Johnny, I'm willing to kind of go out on a like a limb here and say that that's probably a fake profile. But even if it's not, I'm gonna say this, bro. That kind of is borderline sexist, and it just puts people in it puts all women into one category. Now, if you want to sit there and say, man, women that do that are this, that's a whole different story, because I'm not gonna argue, man. Anybody who just sits back and tries to collect a check off of somebody else, bro, is about as worthless of a person as it gets. But Reggie says, I don't care what he says, man. I need my woman. Facts, bro. If you've had a good woman who's like a life partner to, not granted, if you're a woman, if you've had a good man, guys, whatever your orientation is, whatever sex that you fall in love with personally, it is so different when you have somebody in your life that is a true life partner, that shares your goals and your desires for everything. There's no guy out there who could be as good of a friend to me as some of the girls I was friends with that one time. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but you know what? It's true. It's true. I pay $1,000 a month child support, man, for one kid. I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny. I truly am. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. And you know what? Having that little bit of information definitely gives me some context to your opinion. But just to keep you, man, for saying something that might get you reported or something like that, I just wouldn't put all women in a box, bro. Like, if you want to say like childish or messed up women or something like that, or women who specifically go after somebody for this reason, yeah, bro, I'll admit, man, anybody who just tries to live off of somebody